This is my spoiler-free review of The Devil Wears Prada 2, and I definitely thought it was a solid sequel and an enjoyable movie. I enjoyed the way they brought Andy back into the situation and back into Runway. I thought they had an inventive way of bringing her back into the situation without completely negating what had happened in The Devil Wears Prada 1. The relationship between Andy and Miranda definitely kind of starts from scratch in this movie, and I do feel like that was a little bit of a missed opportunity because we did see them evolve so much in The Devil Wears Prada 1, and I feel like they grew a mutual respect for one another, and I feel like they wanted to keep this movie kind of parallel to the first one, so they kind of had to reset that relationship. I really loved how they addressed the changes in the industry and the workplace over the last 20 years, in the shift of magazines and journalism towards digital, and in the changes in workplace culture, and I loved seeing Miranda have to adapt to that. I don't feel like we're getting too much new with the plot in this movie. I feel like they kept the structure and the conflict very similar to the first one, and that's definitely a good way to play to the nostalgia of the first one, but I do wish we got something a little bit more creative and new. I also feel like there's a very specific conflict established in the first act and a separate conflict established in the final act, but the movie kind of waffles in the middle and kind of progresses through the different plot points very, very quickly. But I thought the last act was really good, and I liked the way that they brought in conflict and kind of revealed certain conflicts. My only gripe would be that there's times where characters are trying to solve a problem or address a situation, and they kind of treat it as a reveal more than you understanding what the characters are actually working towards. And I felt like that cut the tension a little bit because you didn't actually know what the characters were doing or how this contributed to the overall plot. But once things were revealed, I think it made sense and worked well, and I liked the different reveals. I just think that they could have kind of explained things a little bit more along the way. One of the main strengths of the movie is, of course, the fashion. Everyone looks great in this movie. That's especially true for Miranda. Her outfits are bomb in this movie. And the music is also a strong point. There's a great soundtrack for this movie, and I'm glad that they actually use the soundtrack really well throughout the movie. There's a few scenes where they're flipping between conflicts and some great music is playing, and it really helps build the intensity and the tension of that moment. Overall, I would give this movie a 3 out of 5 popcorn buckets. It definitely pays off on the nostalgia and the fashion from the first one, and it's definitely a solid sequel. I don't think it's as good as the first one, and I do wish they weren't afraid to do something a little bit new with the characters and not follow such a parallel structure to the first one. If you've seen The Devil Wears Prada 2, comment your rating down below, and my full spoiler review is up on my YouTube channel.